Hello subscribers, new watchers, fellow traders, welcome to Optional Enterprises Watchlist for February 10th, 2020. And Watchlist is coming out 2 days late this week. Didn't have a chance to get in and make one on Sunday, but I'm making one now. We're in, again, it is 8:12 in the morning my time, or 10:12 on Tuesday the 11th, 2020. And we're going to jump right on in here, and our first one is ticker symbol ZM, Zoom Video Communications. So this one is looking pretty promising for us for an upside target of 92. You can see that we're falling back onto this trend line here, and we haven't broken this little lower support level here, which is, looks like about 88.64. We're going to put that right there. So 88.64, that's what we're looking at as our lower support level right now. If we break that, then we're looking for the short. This is triggered for a reversal. So ultimately, we are looking for this to pull back, but not before we see that 92 and possibly up to that 95.84. You know, had this been Monday, I would have been telling you that we were looking for 87.26 to hold for a rise up to 92, and then looking for a reversal off of 92. But since we're Tuesday, we're going to do a little bit of midweek analysis. You'll get a little taste of it here. So right now, since our move to the upside has already transpired, we're looking for 88.72 to hold for a re-entry back into 92. But if we get below that 88.72, then we are looking for a short. Take a look at our live option trading over here, which is always much more interesting. We can see we got some huge bids being placed over here on the call side. 1500, 1500. This looks like a very bearish spread to me. Someone sold these 87s, bought the 81s. If I had to guess, I'd have to look at the time of sales. Haven't done that yet, but this to me suggests some bearish activity or some very strong calls. But again, we stay disciplined. We look at the chart. We find our support zones. Our support zone is 88.72. For longs, we want 88.72 to hold. Target is 92. For shorts, we want an entry below 88.72. And since we've only got 3 days left, we're going to make our first target 85.79. Alright, that does it for Zoom. So real quick again, we're going to recap. We're looking for this 88.72 to hold for a rally to 92. Right there. However, if this breaks and we are looking for fallback down to 85.79. That'll do it. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so our next one here is ticker symbol GSX. And again, had I been on Monday, we would have been looking for the breach of this high 40.38 for a rise up. Again, triggered for a reversal. This reversal actually came in almost 2 weeks ago, but we've been watching it, and the signal just came in. So we broke that 40.38. We're now looking for a short down to 35.61, which is, I believe, justified within the next 10 days. This stock is expected to make around an $8 expected move. See that right there. So with an $8 expected move, and we're looking at only about 3 days, that equates into around $2 250 more right now, so that's down another $2.50 from where we're at, which brings us down to around 37, say 36.80. So that's about $1 above our support level here. Nevertheless, that is kind of our target right now. That's where our next major support is. We could be looking at this as a possible support level, but 35.61 seems reasonable, especially now that since we've broken below this 40.38. Our next main area of interest is going to be this 10 EMA. We can get below that, then we can definitely see 35.61 this week. So, not really looking for longs, but if a long were to be possible, for longs, we want it above 40.38. And we can look for a retest of 42.07. For shorts, the signal has already been triggered below 40.38. First target 35.61. So that does it for GSX. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so our next one here is Altria Group, MO, and this one is triggered for a reversal to the upside. You can see we're finding support here at 45.82. So this is where we want to find it. We want to have it hold here at 45.82. For a reversal back up to the upside, looking at maybe 47.31 being our upside target. A couple interesting tidbits here that you definitely that you wouldn't have seen had I recorded this Monday. You see we've got some volume, 4,600 being traded at the 46 call or puts. That's similar to the open interest on 46.70s. So this could be the end of the downside movement for Altria Group. If we can get that support level to hold, then that could definitely be the case. So, looking at the chart right here, we can see that we want this area to hold for a rally back up to 47.31. Then we want that 45.82 to hold. But if 45.82 does not hold, then we can certainly see some downside momentum. Looks like we've got about only a 93-cent expected move from where we're at right now, so not a whole lot of movement. Options are cheap though, so that dollar move would definitely give us 100% return. So 93 cents from where we're at brings us down to around 45. We can say 45.90, 45.90, or 44.90. I'm sorry. And to the upside, that brings us to about 46. So, for longs, we want 45.82 to hold. And I'd be looking to get into maybe some 46 calls right there. If this can close above 45.82 by the end of the day. However, and we'll just put our target in at around, we'll say 46.90. For shorts, target. So for shorts, we're going to be looking for 45.82 to break. 45.82 to break. And from there, target. And we'd like it to close below there, since we are, in fact, almost in the middle of the week. This is Tuesday. We've only got 3 trading days left. Not a lot of time left for our move to make its move. So 45.82 to break, and we're looking for a downside target of around 44.90. Keep in mind, we get any one of these moves on any one of these options, that's 100% return on your target. So that's it for MO. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so our next one here is XLK, triggered for a reversal to the downside. Of course, this coincides with the NASDAQ, QQQ, all things you should be watching right now since they are the leaders of the market. XLK looks like it had broken through our prior high, which was 180, and up by about $1. Thing is that this still has a $1.50 expected move, so we could still expect another $1.50 from this. So that brings us either down to around $1 or 130, or 103.30, give or take. Let's just check that real quick. I know my math isn't always that great. Plus $1.50. Yeah, so 103.36. So 103.36 to the upside for an upside target, or 150 to the downside, or 130 to the downside. Of course, I always lean more to the downside, but before we decided to go short on this, we want to see some intraday action, kind of give you a little introspective of how I trade into middle of the week. So middle of the week, I'm going to want to see us get below right here, which is the high of this candle, 101.65. So below 101.65, we could be looking for a 180 as our first target. You can see that's a pretty strong support level on a 15-minute chart right there. However, if 101.65 decides to hold, then we could be looking for some upside target, 103.30 being the upside target. So, the longs, 101.65 needs to hold. So that means by the end of the today, we want to see this above 101.65. For shorts, entry below 101.65, and you can always make your stop out price, that if it gets back to 101.65 on some strong volume, you can stop yourself out. But entry below 101.65 for a target 180. Second target 130. So that does it for XLK this week. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so our next one here is ticker symbol LMT, Lockheed Martin Corporation Defense. Already given us some good signs to the downside. This is triggered for a reversal to the downside. This one's pretty simple. We want to see 437.82 for some conviction. Let's take a look at our expected move for the week. So we've got about $6.64 left in this week's options chain. Not a whole lot of activity. Definitely got some calls being traded up here at the 440s, which is about $2 above current action. So for longs, we want 437.82 to hold. Target 441. Actually, we'll call that 442, which would basically be a retest of the last high. For shorts, however, which is where I am leaning, break 437.82 for a short target of, we want a short target of 431. Alright, that's it for LMT. So our next one here is Microsoft, MSFT, which has been a great runner recently. Triggered for a reversal to the downside. This week, our target to the downside is 183.58, which corresponds with the $5 expected move that we have left in the next 3 days. It has violated our support line, 188.84. So definitely going to be looking to get into some of these right now, actually, as a matter of fact. Take a look over at our option chain here, and you see we've got about a $5.22 expected move. So $5.22 brings us down to about 183.40 or 193.80. So play is real simple. Shorts entry below 188.84. The longs, 188.84 needs to hold. Target for the long side, it's going to be 193.80. Target for the short side is 183.60. So that's it from Microsoft this week. I want to thank you for watching Optional Enterprises Watchlist this week. Please like and subscribe if you found anything that was helpful, and I will talk to you next week.